great day. This is Sheena Lewis, and we are here at WAJ. We are Jackson News. We are so excited this morning. We have our very own City of Jackson, Miss Eva Howard in the studio, and we are so privileged and honored to have you today.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming to visit with us. She will be in the studio on today talking to us a little about the Mayor's Summer Youth Job Expo that is coming up. And we're so excited about that. Anything that is dealing with the youth and empowerment of the youth and putting them in positions to be great is always what we desire in the City of Jackson. So, Ms. Eva Howard, could you just tell us a little bit about what you do in your position and what your position is?
Okay, Ms. Lewis, thank you. Happy to be here this morning.
Great.
Of course. My name is Eva Howard. I am the manager of the Family and Youth Division. And I've been in this position for about 2 months now.
Okay.
So, yes.
Kind of new to the position.
Kind of new to the position,
okay.
yeah.
And how are you liking it thus far?
I love it. I like it. I love
Great.
working with the youth, and I'm just looking forward to all our upcoming events that we have going on.
Okay. And speaking about the expo, can you just tell us generally what it entails and what is the expo for?
Well, it's the Mayor's Summer Youth Job Expo. It gives our youth ages 16 to 24 an opportunity to come out and explore the job world. They will have an opportunity to be interviewed by some of our vendors that we will have on site at that particular time. The expo is going to be March the 13th.
Okay.
It's going to be from 9 to 2, and we just encourage all our youth from age 16 to 24 to come out.
Great, great. And there is an application process. Could you explain that process to us?
Yes, it is. There's an application process. Applications can be picked up at Metro Center Mall in the Human and Cultural Division. Also, they can be picked up at City Hall downtown and at the Hood Building as well.
Great. Is there anything that the parents need to know or the youth need to know that they have to have with them along with the application?
Yes, once they bring the application back, they have to have proof of parents' income. They have to have a copy of their birth certificate. They have to be 16 by March 1st. They have to have a copy of their Social Security card, a copy of their school ID, or their state driver's license.
Okay, okay. And is there a deadline that this has to be in, or they have to make sure the application is in?
We would like for all applications to be in by March 1st. Yes.
March 1st. Okay.
Yes.
Great. Is there a certain number of youth that you are expecting, or?
Well, Ms. Lewis, we
cutoff?
normally hire around 300 youth every summer for this job, but now because of budget cuts, we're only going to be able to maybe do 50 plus. You know, yeah. So.
Okay. Well, it still extends the opportunity to some youth. We want to make sure we get some.
But
youth in.
we're also working with the private sector as well, you know, so hopefully we can get more.
More,
yes.
Great. That would be good. Okay, this is really good. I also want to ask, when does the jobs actually start? When they start working?
The jobs actually start June 5th. It's an 8-week program, 8 weeks program, and it starts from June 5th to July 28th.
Okay.
Yes.
And I know in your position, you had to come up with somewhat of a criteria that you formed yourself.
I did.
Could you speak a little bit about that?
Well, we asked that all participants are enrolled in school. And also we ask for all participants to live in the City of Jackson.
Okay.
Of course, yes.
Great, great. Empowering Jackson.
Empowering Jackson.
That's
yes.
great. This is a wonderful opportunity, and I've actually had a few moments to speak with Ms. Howard, and I do believe that she is on the right track with moving this along, and it will be a great opportunity for the youth. So we encourage you all to take advantage of this opportunity. Is there a number that you could be reached, or they could call if they have any questions for you?
Yes, if you have any questions, you can reach me at 601-960-0556. And again, that number is 601-960-0556.
Thank you so much, Ms. Howard, for joining us. It was indeed a pleasure to have you. Very informative, and we're so happy for what you're bringing to the youth and to the citizens of Jackson. And we do hope you'll take the opportunity to give her a call if you have some questions, so that we can just add momentum to Jackson and to the youth of our city. WAJ News will be right back.
What a day, what a day. Time to go. Let's make haste. Not a second to lose, not a moment to waste. A big cat, a great ape, and a sleepy giraffe. Don't stop now, time to go. Let's make smiles and share laughs. Time with mom, fun with dad. That's a cougar, it is. Snap a pic with the fam. What a day to be kids. Lots more stuff to explore. We'll soon be on our way. Let's get cool souvenirs to remember the day. Hit the carousel now. Let's go round and around. Hey, what's under the glass? Oh, and look what I found. Frozen drinks to cool off, and if that's not enough, a fun water slide and a cool splash pad and stuff. Look at that. Here we go. We can ride on a train. I don't know about you. I've got zoo on the brain. What a day, what a day. Lots to see, lots to do. Just one question to ask. How do you zoo?
Residents of the City of Jackson can report concerns to the Constituent Services Action Line by dialing 311. Those who dial 311 will speak with a representative who will complete the report and issue a tracking number that allows residents to monitor the progress of the report. When using your mobile device and dialing 311 does not work, the alternative is to dial 601-960-1111. And as always, you can visit the city's website by logging on to www.jacksonms.gov to make a report and track the progress of the report.
Welcome back to WAJ. We are Jackson News. I am Sheena Lewis, and we now have in the studio Mr. Christopher Mims, who is the Senior Director of Communications and Marketing for the American Heart Association, and we're so glad that you could join us this morning.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, sir. Mr. Mims is going to talk to us a little bit about, firstly, an event that is coming up in May.
That's right. We have our annual Go Red for Women luncheon, which will be May 4th at the Jackson Convention Complex. And this is a luncheon that celebrates women, and we talk about the #1 killer of women, which is heart disease. And so this is one of our primary fundraisers where we raise money to provide dollars for research to combat this deadly killer of women. And again, it's May 4th at the Jackson Convention Center, and you can go to heart.org/MetroJackson to find information.
Okay, thank you. We want to encourage everyone to make sure you join in for the efforts for that event in May. Again, that's May 4th, correct?
That's right.
Okay, and also, do you have any other programs that you do within the organization? Could you tell us more about that?
You know, we're always doing something here in the Jackson community. You know, the mission of the American Heart Association is to build healthier lives free of cardiovascular diseases and stroke.
Right.
Heart disease is the #1 killer of Mississippians, and it's the #1 killer of all Americans. Somebody dies of heart disease every 40 seconds.
Wow.
So we talk about, in the community, we talk about the risk factors that can be controlled to prevent heart disease, because 80% of all heart disease incidences can be prevented with lifestyle changes.
Right.
So we encourage people to lose weight if they need to watch what they eat healthier, to make sure that they know their numbers, their blood pressure, their cholesterol, their BMI, body mass index, and things of that nature. Don't smoke, because if you cut all these things out and have your numbers the way they need to be, you can prevent heart disease and live a longer, healthier life. Right. So within the community, we fund research as well. We fund about $4 million in research at the University of Mississippi Medical Center. Okay. They work with the Jackson Heart Study and with some folks over at Tougaloo College on a couple of studies. So we are bringing dollars back into the community to fund research. Okay. And we have lots of things going on. We have something going on every month. Okay. As a matter of fact, March is Nutrition Month. Okay. So we will be focusing on eating healthy and sharing within the community ways that you can cook healthier, what's in season, what vegetables are great for you to to use in your home that could help you lose weight or help you get those 4 or 5 servings that you need every day. So there'll be a strong focus on that.
Right, okay. And could you inform our constituents what they could do to volunteer for anything that you may be having?
Sure. Again, you can call our office at 321-1200. That's 601-321-1200. And just express that you would like to volunteer for one of our many events, and we'd love to work with you. We're also looking for people who are survivors. If you have had a heart attack or heart disease and you've had an incident and you're a survivor, or you're taking care of a loved one who's a survivor, and you like to share your story so that other people can know that, you know, what you've gone through and what kinds of things that they can do to prevent that from happening. We always love to work with survivors. So give us a call and share your story with us, and we would love to work with you. That's heart disease and stroke survivors.
Right,
So please do give us a call.
Okay, and another question for you. I do know that when we hear about heart disease and things of that nature and stroke, we usually think about adults. Let me ask you, does it have any effect on youth in any way? Are they at any risk?
It does. It's a great question. As a matter of fact, our youth are more obese than they have ever been. And in the last 4 to 6 years, there's been a lot of progress. First Lady Michelle Obama started the Let's Move campaign. We partnered with that campaign, and so there has been some decline in childhood obesity, but still at a very concerning rate. And as a matter of fact, several years ago, there was a report out that said that children today might be the first generation who would not outlive their parents.
Wow.
And that's very alarming.
It is.
So, and we've also done some surveys here in the Jackson metro area, and overall we're seeing that only about 1 in 3 people are exercising on a regular basis. So 2/3 of our metro population are not exercising regularly, and that's also very concerning.
Right, right. Okay, and also, so far as partnerships, is there a way, or do you partner with different entities if they would like to put on something at maybe a community center or at a church or things of that nature? They could reach out and you would partner with them to put on?
Right, we have a lot of people who call us who want us to attend health fairs.
Okay.
And we do have our church program. It's called Have Faith and Heart.
Okay.
And we have materials. Since we're such a small staff rather, we can't be at all of those things, but we
Right.
do have resources that we can direct you to,
Okay.
that you can share information. And of course, if there's a volunteer that we're working with who is able to go on our behalf, we'll be happy to line that up for you.
Great, great. Well, we want to encourage everyone to make sure that you're aware of these statistics and to seek out information that will be beneficial to you and your family so that you can live healthier. As you said, it's about lifestyle and the way you eat and exercising and things of that nature, which we all should be abreast to and trying our best to do so that we can live long, healthy lives. I want to thank you for joining us on today. Very informative. And again, if you would let our public know that contact information one more time so that if you want to reach out, you would definitely take the opportunity to do so.
Sure, and thank you for having me. The website is www.heart.org/MetroJackson, or you can give us a call at 601-321-1204.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We are WAJ, we are Jackson News, and we'll be right back.
AmeriCorps strengthens communities and develops leaders through community service. Are you ready to make a difference? AmeriCorps allows you to use your energy and talents to help others while earning money and gaining job skills. If you are age 18 or older, AmeriCorps is waiting for you.
Hey, what you doing?
Getting rid of this cooking oil?
Not that way. The City of Jackson has a recycling center for residents where they will recycle that cooking oil. But they'll recycle motor oil, antifreeze, pesticides, paper, plastic, cardboard, aluminum. These guys will take computers and printers.
Remember, Jackson residents, only rain should go down our drains. For more information about our recycling efforts, call the City of Jackson's Solid Waste Division at 601-960-0000.
The history of a people is a history for all people. Journey through the legacy of African American culture in Mississippi, from the slave ships to the cotton fields to freedom. Smith Robertson Museum and Cultural Center, a stone's throw away from the state's capital. Be educated, be empowered, be enlightened. Visit Smith Robertson Museum and Cultural Center.
Welcome back to WAJ We Are Jackson News, and we're very excited to have Ms. Alicia Crudup, who is the Executive Director of Keep Jackson Beautiful. Welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
We're so happy to have you here just to talk to us about some upcoming exciting things we have, starting with Great American Cleanup.
Yes, every year Keep Jackson Beautiful kicks off the annual Great American Cleanup. It's a Keep America Beautiful initiative, but we take it on as one of our own. It stretches from that first Saturday in March all the way to, I guess, the end of October.
Okay.
This year we will be kicking off on March the 4th from 9 to 1. We normally have it 8, but I just decided to move it up to 9 this time.
Right.
But we'll be kicking off from 9 to 1, and normally we have one location in the city of Jackson. This year, we propose to keep Mississippi Beautiful to have 7.
Wow.
But we unfortunately wasn't chosen to be the kickoff for the whole state. But I said, well, since we chose these locations, I still want to do it, which is a lot of work,
right.
but I think it's needed. The 7 locations we will be in the Queens,
Okay.
in Subdivision 2, in the Green Avenue area close to Baker Elementary,
Right.
Washington Addition,
Okay.
Georgetown, Verdon Addition, and around the French Elementary area.
Okay, so you're pretty spread abroad.
Yeah,
Okay, and was there key factors into choosing these different locations?
Yes. With our partnership with the City of Jackson, we got with the Solid Waste Division.
Okay.
And since they have inspectors that go out all day, every day that's on the street, they know what's best. So I went to the experts. So we sat down and mapped out which areas we felt that needed the most attention at the current time. So that what made us choose the locations.
Great, great. Okay. And I've heard some information involving what you all call Eco Ambassador Program.
Yes. Oh, before I want to get to that, I
Okay.
want to mention, I don't want to forget, the Roll-Off Dumpster Day.
Great,
That March the 4th falls on Roll-Off Dumpster Day, which is a
Okay.
great thing
Yeah.
because we'll already be out there cleaning up, and we have the
Right.
dumpster locations. And this time we're going to make the public a little happy. You know, the city has their 4 locations, which
Right.
will be Smith Wheel, let's see, Rains Park, the old Pepsi building on Medgar Evers, and Tennis Court South. Well, Keep Jackson Beautiful, we're going to have 5 additional dumpsters out, which is a total of 9, which is Waste Management is going to assist us with that.
Great.
We're going to be at Parkside by the zoo,
Okay.
Washington Addition at Shepherd Park,
Okay.
West Side Community Center. We're going to be at Baker Elementary, and the old Precinct 3 on Northside Drive. So that is a total of 9 dumpsters throughout the city of
9
Jackson.
dumpsters, Jackson. So I'm sure you're elated we'll have more dumpsters.
Yes, and there's no reason not to clean up that day. So that's
Yes.
that'll be an ultimate, because it's normally, even when back in the past when the city had the 7 locations, it was 7. Now we have 9 for just
Right.
one day.
Right.
But I think it'll be a great day for everybody to get out and start cleaning up.
Yeah.
And I guess we can go back to the Eco Ambassador
Okay.
Program. The Eco Ambassador Program is something that I always wanted to do. It used to be called the Litter Patrol when I was working for the city. I
Okay.
came up with it, but it kind of blossomed some with Keep Jackson Beautiful. And when I worked for the city and being on this side, I've noticed individuals or, you know, neighborhoods, they always call for cleanups, and they're requesting for bags and gloves and that such. So I noticed over the years that it's always the same individuals, and they're cleaning up the same thing, and I'm thinking, what's the behavior change?
Yeah.
There's no behavior change
Right.
if the same individuals are cleaning up the same thing, and it's every year. So I'm like, I want to change something.
Right.
So we're going to change how we structure our cleanups. So if an individual calls, I'm going to ask them, well, do you know of a youth that could spearhead your cleanup and you be a mentor to them?
That's great.
So it's basically teaching a new breed of, or making a new breed of environmental stewards. So this year, I'm not
I
trying
like
to,
that, environmental stewards.
Yeah, this year I'm not downing any adults. It's
Right.
just that I'm working through the youth and through the youth only.
Right,
Because
right.
I think I know it's many different prongs on how to attack a problem, but I'm focusing on the youth this year.
Right.
So, and I think that it's a great thing to do, and we're going to be hosting a camp that's normally the cities.
Okay.
And we're going to take it on as our baby and call it the environmental, the Eco Ambassador Camp.
Great.
It was the environmental camp,
Right.
but we're going to make it Eco Ambassador Camp to train those individuals to do certain things. But it's basically giving them the tools and the resources they need to make their event successful. We're going to put it in their hands. They're going to choose what type of events, if they want to have a recycling event, what type of cleanup event, if they want to have stream cleans, anything that they want to do, I'm just going to be there to help make their event successful and impactful.
Right.
And I'm hoping that some of the neighborhood association presidents or some of the organizers in the communities, that they would want to be mentors to the youth
Right.
that want to make a change in their communities.
Right, and I think that's very good, because when you do something on your own, especially the youth, when they do something and they come together and they rally together and they make something happen, then they have a sense of pride about it. So what's happening is they're contributing to keeping Jackson beautiful, and they internalize it and say, I did that.
Yes, and then even if someone comes into their neighborhood and they throw something out, they're going to be mad because they sat there and
Right.
put that time and effort into
Ownership.
you know, cleaning up and
Yeah.
pulling their peers in, and they were like, excuse me,
Don't do that."
don't be doing that in Jackson. We don't do that in Jackson,
Right,
you know.
right.
So I just want to take something and make it, it's small, but it has big impact.
It does.
So right now, and I see that we're being lost with the organizing, the youth. Like it's a gap between the adults and the youth.
There is.
They don't know how to organize.
Yeah.
They don't know how to get behind causes.
Yeah.
And I want to help with that.
Right.
And I think it'll be a great program. It's gonna be some nicks and some
course.
word, some
Yeah.
some pains in it. And I just want to
Growing
let
pains.
growing pains. I want everybody to know that this is, we live in a beta world. We're constantly updating apps.
Right.
So that means we're gonna constantly update when we find bugs and fixes that we need to, fix in the program. We're gonna update them and change them. So I don't want anybody to hold us to, well, this is the way it has
Right.
to be. Well, we're learning along the way, because this is the first for Keep Jackson Beautiful, having a program where we taking everything and umbrelling it under one program.
Right.
Everything I'm pushing through the youth, the garden initiative, like I want them to go in and find lots that they
Right.
could see that could be gardens, and we give them the tools and the resources to go out there and make their own gardens and learn how to grow it, then
Right.
market it and sell
Yeah,
it, and
yeah.
eat, learn how to consume it, because a lot of them aren't eating stuff that's fresh. They're eating stuff that's processed. So
Right,
I want
right.
to move towards that, because when you have a clear mind, you can think right
That's
and
right,
act right,
that's
and your
right.
behavior totally changes. So,
Right.
but yeah.
That kudos to you. That is a very, very good idea. Jackson, it's very important that we key into things like this, especially for our youth. There are a lot of things happening for our youth. The weather is changing. We're moving into some warmer days. And I just think this is a great opportunity. It entails a lot of things physically, staying fit, and also introducing them to better ways to eat and just a better ecosystem and environment. So I think it's something that we really need to grasp and take hold of. For anyone who would like to volunteer or be a part, what is the process? What do they
Well,
have
all
to do?
they have to do is go to keepjacksonbeautiful.com, and on the front page you can see our calendar. You can click on our calendar, and it'll take you straight to any and all the events that we have. They'll be listed on there. Or you can just call us at 601-953-1123, or email us at keepjacksonbeautiful@gmail.com. There's multiple ways to get a hold of us.
Right.
But yeah, so.
Okay, and let me ask you, if there are organizations such as churches or community centers, anywhere where they would like for you to come in or a representative to come in and maybe speak to them on some things or highlight some points, can they do that
Yes,
as well?
yes, they can contact us, and we will. I've been going to all, to let the public know ahead of time about the program. I've been going to the COPS meetings, and we were
Right.
just at Cade Chapel last week, just going out there and letting people know and trying to get their feedback to see. And so far, I haven't had any bad backlash, because it's
Right.
positive. So
Right.
just we're all they have to do is call us, and we will come and speak to them.
Right. And are there any, and this just may be in my thinking, are there any stipulations, rules and regulations, or maybe ordinances that, with what you do so far as the cleanups, different rules and regulations where you can't do this or you can't do that as it pertains to the cleanup, or where you put bags, or
Well,
where you
yeah. Well, with solid waste, we always, because right now, since the budget so thin, we always ask, because dumpsters not going to be able to get out all the time to different locations.
Right.
So what's asked from solid waste is, if you have a cleanup, you let them know ahead of time that you're going to do the cleanup.
Okay.
Then once the cleanup is finished, you choose one designated location, put all the debris at that location.
Okay.
Now separate the tires from the garbage, because the tires is a totally different beast, so we want to separate those.
Okay.
But once you let them know where the debris is at, then they will come and pick it up. If it's not Monday, the next day, so Tuesday. But you have to call and notify them at 601-960-0000 to let them know where the debris will be. If not, it's going to just sit out there, and people going to get frustrated because it's been sitting out there. Because sometimes waste management won't, if it's not at a resident and it's at a vacant lot, waste management is not going to pick it up because they're not required, because no one's paying sanitation there.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. This is a host of information, very good information that we really do need to key into and pay attention to. We want to keep Jackson beautiful, we really do. And it's going to take us all collectively doing that and getting behind our leaders who spearhead these events to make sure that we're doing so. Please use these opportunities to make Jackson better and make it better to breathe and to eat and to move around in the city of Jackson. We really, really appreciate you coming in the studio on today. This is some vital information. Please reach out if you have any questions. Say that number for us one more time.
601-953-1123. And I just want to plug, we're keeping Jackson beautiful one project at a time.
One project at a time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We are WAJ, we are Jackson News, and thank you for joining us today. Great day, City of Jackson.
The City of Jackson Department of Human and Cultural Services Senior Services Division provides meal services to persons ages 60 years and older with a well-balanced nutritional noontime meal Monday through Friday at all of the city's 7 community centers. For seniors who are unable to attend a center, Senior Services provides frozen home-delivered meals to our homebound residents. For more information about enjoying a meal with a great group of seniors at one of our community centers or about home delivery, please contact the Senior Services Division at 601-960-0335.
The Jackson Community Garden Initiative is one of many projects sponsored by Keep Jackson Beautiful. We're a nonprofit that not only educates the public about recycling and environmental issues, but is a growing network of volunteers and other partners, including the City of Jackson. We're all dedicated to keeping Jackson beautiful and a great place to live through community service and neighborhood projects. To be a part of Keep Jackson Beautiful, call 601-953-1123 or visit us at keepjacksonbeautiful.com.
Hi, I'm Mayor Tony Arbor.
And I'm Jackson Police Chief Lee Vance.
Here in the City of Jackson, we recognize that you're our #1 crime-fighting resource. So we're providing you with a tool to help us respond to criminal activity in a timely manner.
Tip 411 allows residents to text or submit crime tips. Your name is not important, your information is. Officers will receive your messages and react in real time.
My #1 priority is your safety. This tool helps us work together to make Jackson a safer place.
What a day, what a day. Time to go. Let's make haste. Not a second to lose, not a moment to waste. A big cat, a great ape, and a sleepy giraffe. Don't stop now, time to go. Let's make smiles and share laughs. Time with mom, fun with dad. That's a cougar, it is. Snap a pic with the fam. What a day to be kids. Lots more stuff to explore. We'll soon be on our way. Let's get cool souvenirs to remember the day. Hit the carousel now. Let's go round and around. Hey, what's under the glass? Oh, and look what I found. Frozen drinks to cool off, and if that's not enough, a fun water slide and a cool splash pad and stuff. Look at that, here we go. We can ride on a train. I don't know about you, I've got zoo on the brain. What a day, what a day. Lots to see, lots to do. Just one question to ask. How do you zoo?